Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone to Otter Creek Farmstead. Our goals here are to put on the best upland hunt that we possibly can. In doing that, our main goal is safety, always. We have implemented a zero tolerance policy this year. If we have any infractions out in the field, there is a chance your guide may ask you to break open and not shoot anymore during that hunt. If it's a bad infraction, you may actually be loaded up and brought back to the lodge. Your hunt will be over for that day. So I really want everybody to focus on what we're talking about here. This is safety for our dogs, guides, and your fellow hunters while you're out in the field. So here at Otter Creek, we supply all your ammo. We'll have coolers with water on the buggies. So everything that you need will be on the buggies. If you do need eye protection or hearing protection, they're in the pro shop. Your guide will probably should have ear protection on the buggies, but we'll have them set up in the pro shop so you can grab them when you're in here getting your gun. We shoot mostly Beretta shotguns here, which we really like. They have an automatic safety feature. Whenever we break this gun open, it's going to automatically go on safe. We have the barrel selector right here. One dot's going to be your bottom barrel. Second dot's the top barrel. You do not have to flip this at all. Leave it where you see one dot right here. We shoot the bottom barrel first, top barrel second. This safety is going to go on automatic safety right here. It will not go on fire as long as the gun is broken open. Once we close it, back is on safe when you can see the S right here. Push it forward, it's ready to fire, okay? So keep your finger off that trigger until you're ready to fire. But birds come up, push the safety off, ready to fire. Make sure that you break that gun open whenever you inject totally to recock the mechanism, okay? So make sure that every time you break it open to reload, you break it completely open, okay? And when we close up, barrel's going to be up at all times. If ever you have a malfunction out in the field, if a shell doesn't go off, something, break your weapon open, let your guide know that something's not working properly. Let them take a look at it. If it's something that cannot be fixed out in the field, we will bring another gun out to the field to replace it. We will get you taken care of. But don't go through half your hunt with a gun that's malfunctioning and not let anybody know. There is a chance you could end up with one of our loaner guns that is not a Beretta. If you have any questions at all while you're here on a hunt, please ask your guide. Just break your gun open, ask your guide, hey, what's going on? What do I need to do if you're not familiar with that gun? The shotgun is one of the most dangerous close range weapons. A 20 gauge round of 7/8 ounce, 7.5, there's about 300 BBs in this. So close range, you're doing a lot of damage with this round right here. So I need everybody always to be aware of where that barrel is at all times. We're going to make sure that it's not pointed toward a dog or anybody out in the field at any time. 28 gauge typically are going to be a red shell. Do not put them in a 20 gauge shotgun. That's going to be a bad day for everybody involved. 20 gauge typically is going to be a yellow round, okay? We do not want to, just want to make sure whatever gun you get in there, you get the correct ammo. When we get out into the field, our preferred method of carry here is broken open. I don't mind shells being in the gun, but I want it broken open till we're in line and everybody's ready to shoot. Closing up again, away from anybody. Folks, when we're out in the field, this is our ready position. What I don't want to see are any pre-mounts. A lot of people like to pre-mount their gun. We don't like that out in the field out here. This is not clays where we have a predetermined path. These birds are all over the place. This is our ready position, okay? Safety's on. When the birds come up, we have time to click the safety off, mount. When we get in this ready position right here and birds come up, as soon as they start, what we see are people coming straight down to the ground and then firing right here. That should never happen. We've got a plane. We do not want to break right here. This gun should never be down here. It should be here, this level, at least eye level or higher at all times. I don't ever want to see anybody drop a gun down. So that's where we get in this ready position. We find a good high bird, then we can mount and shoot. Be sure when you're reloading that weapon and you're closing it up, to close it up away from any dogs or anybody. What we see a lot of times are slam fires. These are mechanical weapons. Please do not trust any of them, whether safety's on or not. Make sure when you close that thing up that it's pointed away from anybody. It's very simple. Break it open, load it, turn it around, barrel up, okay? These things can go off. I've seen so many of them go off with the safety on, so don't ever trust any of them. So here's how the hunt is typically going to go. You're with your guide. Stay in our mowed lanes while we're out there. We do have a lot of different terrain features here. We have a lot of holes. We have a lot of stumps. You're less likely to stumble in a hole. If you get wading out through the cover, there's no telling what you may step in or step over or step into. Just stay on the mowed paths unless the guide asks you to move up into the cover. When the dogs get pointed, the guide will get you in a good line. We like to keep everyone abreast of each other so we know where everyone's at. Somebody on the right or left of you. We don't like any V's or horseshoes when we're out there. Try to stay in a good line so you know where everyone's at. That way you kind of know where your quadrant or your field of fire is. So when we're out there, our field of fire should be 10 and 2 right here. We don't want anybody swinging across anybody's face or over anyone's head. Always, always make sure you're shooting at high birds. One of the most important things, and one thing to guarantee that we don't shoot a dog, is that bird should be eye level or higher. Going back to the terrain, we do have some hills. If you're on top of a hill and a bird is flying down, he may look like he's head high, but here again, we're going to have to break that plane to shoot at a bird. Don't do that. Let that shot go. If that bird is not super high where you can keep that gun here, don't take that shot. Always be aware of where the dogs are too. Any given time, there could be 2 to 3 dogs on the ground. The only way to guarantee that we don't get a dog shot again is to make sure everything is eye level or higher, okay? Make sure those birds are good and high. Sometimes a bird may take him 20 yards before he climbs. That's why we need to be in this ready position so we can see what's going on out in front of us. We can pick out a good high bird, then we can mount and take that shot at that bird. When the cockers go in to flush, sometimes birds will come over us. I don't mind people taking good high shots behind, but we need to do it in a safe manner. If you're got 3 hunters, you're in the middle, keep that gun straight up, pivot, take a shot. If you're on the ends, I like to see those guns pivot to the outside of the group versus back in. Nothing will get you brought back to the lodge quicker than swinging over someone's head and firing. You're talking about blowing someone's ears out, and it is a scary time anytime you see a gun barrel come over and it go off next to your head. So please don't do that. That is a huge no-no. We just do not do that here. Once all the shooting is over and your guide is out collecting down birds, please break your gun open. We want to keep all our shooting confined to where we're in a controlled situation so we know where everyone's at. If the guide is out trying to pick up down birds and a random bird gets up, please don't shoot at that bird. We want you to break your guns open, be safe, don't take pot shots at birds that are randomly flying through the field. If we're walking down a lane and something happens and a dog bumps a bird and it's flying over and we got everybody in a group, please don't try to slam that gun closed and take a shot at that bird. Let that bird go. We'll mark him. We'll try to get him back up for you. Please just don't try to close up in the middle of the group and take a shot. Another safety issue that we see a lot of times, people clicking their safety off a little bit too soon. If the dog is pointed 50 yards up ahead, we're walking to it, please don't close that thing up and start clicking safeties off. We have a lot of trip hazards out here. We have holes, stumps, random ditches that you could trip in. Keep that safety on until we're ready to fire. When we get up and we get everyone lined up, you can close up, gun up. You've got plenty of time to take that safety off as you mount the gun on a good high bird. If you see a quail or a bird on the ground, do not take a shot on the ground. We shoot birds flying. Please do not shoot on the ground at any time. If you do see a snake that is a concern, let your guide know. Let them gather up their dogs. If we need to dispatch it, we will. If not, we'll let it go on its way and we'll go the other way, okay? But please don't randomly just start shooting into the ground. During the shoot, if at any time one of our retrievers pops up some random quail that may be on the course, please don't shoot a quail. We're out there to shoot pheasants, concentrate on the pheasants. We'll get the quail on the next hunt. Once we're done shooting, we break these open. Please collect your empties out there so we can keep from littering up the fields, keep the trash up. We have trash bags on the buggies. We can dispose of all your empties halfway through the hunt. When that guy is out picking up birds, if he pops around on bird, please do not try to close up and take a shot at that. Once we break open and he's out in front picking up dead birds, we want to be safe, keep that gun broke open till your guide is ready to go and move on. All right, everyone, so that concludes our safety video. If at any time you have any questions, please ask the staff here or your guide. We're here to help you with anything you may need. Be safe, have fun. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, we're getting ready for a Euro shoot. The way this is going to work, we're going to have pegs that we're going to draw for from 1 through 15. You guys will draw your peg. When we get started, we'll have buggies to get you to your peg. We'll get everybody lined up. There'll be ammo at your peg. Now we'll have 20 gauge and 28. All right. 28's red, 20 yellow. This is one of those situations where they're easy to get confused. They're out there at each peg. There may be broken boxes, people randomly grabbing shells. Make sure that you're putting the correct ammo into your weapon. Once we get everybody situated on a peg, you will hear a horn blast. When you hear that horn go off, go ahead and load up your gun. Be ready. Once we have shot in the first round, you'll hear a horn go off again. We're going to rotate counterclockwise. There will be a buggy at peg 15. We'll bring that person back around to peg 1. Once everybody is to their peg, you'll hear a horn blast. We'll get started again with the next round. We will go through 6 rounds. Then we'll stop and have a break, have a little intermission, go have some refreshments. Remember which peg you are on at the break, because you will progress to the next peg when you come back. After our intermission, we'll come back, get everybody set back up. Same thing, you'll hear a horn, get ready, load up, and we'll finish out the rest of the rounds. Always pay attention to low birds. If you hear somebody holler low bird, don't take that shot. You have guys on either side of you. Some of them may be 30, 40 yards. Here again, stick with that field of fire, that 10-2. If that bird is coming over your buddy and you can't get a shot at him, wait, let him pass by him. I don't mind you guys turning around and taking a good high shot, but don't shoot right over your buddy's head, okay? Stop that, keep that 10-2 right there. If the bird comes over and you still have ammo, turn, take a shot behind. I'm fine with that. Also know, though, that we will have pickers. Guides will be behind you picking up birds with the dogs. Always be aware of where they are. All right, you need to always be aware of your surroundings, where everybody's located, so you can kind of keep that field of fire safe. If at any time you have any questions, please ask the staff here or your guide. We're here to help you with anything you may need. Be safe, have fun. Thanks for watching.